Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new, highly awaited Theater Thursday video. So for today's video, I have a very special thing planned. As you can tell by the title, this is the Hadestown Tag. I mean, it can be a book tag, but you are free to choose like a musical, a TV show, a movie, like whatever you see fit for this tag. You're welcome to do it. I'm very excited. This is one that I had planned since like 2020. And I was like, I'm gonna do it in spring. And then spring passed, and I was like, well, what then? And then 2021 kicked my ass, and now I'm finally doing it. And I'm very excited because this is in collaboration with Arthur, whom I love very much, and I can't wait to share it with you. So let's just go with it.
Come home with me. Who are you? The man who's gonna marry you. I'm Orpheus.
First question is Orpheus, the greatest of all poets and musicians, a character who is the best at what they do. For this one, I picked Sander from Go Deep by Rilsey Adams, and I'm just gonna say, if you know, you know. It's as simple as that.
Suddenly, nothing is as it was. Where are you now, Orpheus? Wasn't it gonna be the two of us? Weren't we birds of a feather?
Next question. Eurydice, the loneliest soul, a book/character that needs more love. So this is a case for both. Both the main character and the book itself deserve more love. It's Marlinken from Juniper and Thorn by Ava Reed. This book completely consumed my every waking moment. I started it in like April 15. And anytime I had to leave the book to do literally anything, it's a time that I was like, no, but I have to read the book. I need Juniper and Thorn. I had a family gathering on April 16, and I was like, excuse me, I need to go to the bathroom. And I just locked myself in the bathroom and read for 15 minutes. Like, that's how captured I was in this book. I will say it's a very dark book. It's a dark retelling of an already dark fairy tale called The Juniper Tree. This is by the Grimm brothers, and Ava did wonders with it.
I'm coming away from me. I hear the walls repeating, falling off my feet, and it sounds like drumming. And stones echo in my song. I'm coming.
Next prompt, Impossible Journey. A book where the characters go on an impossible journey. This is very self-explanatory. And for this one, I have a little bit of a cop-out book, but it's worth it. So I picked Fuse and Yuri from Never Look Back by Lilian Rivera, which in itself is an Orpheus and Eurydice retelling. So that's why I feel it's a little bit of a cop-out, but it's such a wildly good retelling. I love it with every fiber of my being, and I don't talk about it enough.
You're man, you can strum your lyre. I have strung the world in wire. You're man, you can sing your ditty. I conduct the Electric City!
Next up, Liar, your favorite hobby a character has. For this one, I'm going to pick Ophelia from Ophelia After All. She gardens. And this was very emotional for me as I was reading it, because my paternal grandma really loved to garden as well. And whenever we spent a lot of time at her house, she would be like, so this is how you get rid of the really bad leaves, and this is what you do, and this is how you cut off the thorns. And it just meant a lot to me to see that, because it reminded me a lot of my grandma.
King of shadows, king of shades, Hades was king of the underworld, but he fell in love with a beautiful lady who walked up above in her mother's green field. He fell in love with Persephone.
Next up, Hades and Persephone, your problematic fave. Now, whether Hades and Persephone are actually problematic, I don't know. I honestly don't care. This is just a fun tag. And my personal, very problematic fave are Ryan and Marissa from the OC. I know it's not a book, but they're just like, I think they're problematic together because I don't think their relationship would survive the test of time. But I just love them together. I think it's a great first actual love experience. And I just love it so much. I think the fact that it ended, spoiler alert, I think there's such truth to that. I don't think they would have, or that they should have ended up together, regardless of what Josh Schwartz wrote. But I love them very, very much.
People turn on you just like the wind. Everybody's so fair with a friend. In the end, you're better off alone. Anyway, the wind blows.
Next up, Isolation, a book that's brought you joy during the pandemic. For me, that is The Summer of Everything by Julian Winters. This just checks all the boxes for me. It's a great friend group, a great main character who is crushing on his best friend. It's a gay book. It's set in an indie bookstore at the last summer before college starts. It's so, so, so good. It's another book that I don't talk about nearly enough. So again, if you haven't read it and you want to, or even if you don't want to, I'm just gonna, like, if I could force you to read it, I would, because it's just that good.
It's a love song, it's a love song. It's a tale of a love from long ago. It's a sad song, it's a sad song, but we're gonna sing it in a song. It's an old song, it's an old song. It's an old tale from way back when. And we're gonna sing, we're gonna sing, we're gonna sing it again, again, again.
Next question, love song, a song that describes your OTP. So this is a cop-out answer, but Forever Young for Ryan and Marissa. It's a cop-out answer because it's literally in the show and they literally say that it'll be their song, but I just love it beyond words.
It's a love song, it's a love song. It's a tale of a love from long ago. It's a sad song, it's a sad song, but we're gonna sing it in a song. It's an old song, it's an old song. It's an old tale from way back when. And we're gonna sing, we're gonna sing, we're gonna sing it again, again, again.
Next, it's an old song. Name your favorite retelling of any myth or story. I'm gonna give you 3 really good recommendations. Never Look Back by Lilian Rivera. This is an Orpheus and Eurydice retelling. It's very romantic, very angsty, and the writing is very addictive. These 3 books actually have a writing that I just could not bring myself to put the book down. So Yeah, and I've already mentioned two of them, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. Next is Dark and Deepest Red by Anna Marie Mclemore. This is a retelling of the Red Shoes story. I love this very much. This is told from two different perspectives in two different timelines. One is set during the 1800s and the other one is present day. This is very queer and it just feels like a soft place to land. And it's another book that I don't recommend enough. What is wrong with me? And the third book that I want to recommend, you guessed it, it is Juniper and Thorn by Ava Reed. This I already said, dark retelling of an already dark fairy tale. But it's just so comforting in a way too. I finished it very recently as of the filming of this video, so I still don't have the words to talk about it properly. But this book, as overwhelmingly suffocating as the atmosphere was, when I got to the end of it, I instantly considered it a comfort read, which I know sounds very weird. And if you've read the book, you know why it's weird to say. But this book moved me in ways that I wasn't expecting it to.
I'm coming, wait for me. I hear the walls repeating, the falling of our feet, and it sounds like drumming. And we are not alone. I hear the rocks and stones echoing our song. I'm coming.
And finally, wait for me. This is a prompt that Arthur actually came up with, and it's just to talk about an upcoming release that you're like highly anticipating. And for me, that is yet another retelling. This is a very lose retelling, but regardless, I'm very, very excited. It sounds like this by Ana Mariano. It is a loose retelling of Snow White, and Snow White is actually my favorite princess ever, no questions asked. No other princess will ever come close to her, in my book at least. And it's a spin-off. So Yasmin was featured in This Is How We Fly as like a 10-year-old. And in this one, we're flashing forward. She's, I think, 16. And I love Yasmin very much. And I really cannot wait to see what Anna has done with her character because she is the absolute best. I'm very, very excited about this. I know Anna is gonna knock it out of the park. But yay, we got to the end of the video. It didn't take me nearly as long as I thought it would. Thank you so much to Arthur for helping me come up with some of these prompts and for your lovely, lovely singing. I love you very much, friend. To the rest of you, thank you so much for watching. You're all officially tagged. Let me know down below some of your answers if you don't have a YouTube channel. And if you do, please do this tag. I would love to see your take on it. And yeah, if you haven't already and you'd like to, go ahead and hit subscribe. All relevant links are down below. And I will see you in another video, hopefully soon. Bye.